Hey folks, Rob back with another Schmoptember Rob Plays, and this week we're going back to the Spectrum for a look at Deathchase, or 3D Deathchase. This was written by Mervyn Escourt, published by Micromega in 1983, and is one of the few games that's compatible with every Spectrum model. It only needs 16K. So story-wise, the basic concept is it's the year 2501, 100 years after the Great War. You're in North America, and you're basically a mercenary. Your job's to patrol the forests and just take out any scumbags that are floating around there. So the objective is you're supposed to be able to last 8 days. At least that's what's clued up in the instructions. Each day has 2 phases. We're now on the night patrol, which is the second phase, and basic idea is, of course, just take down all those bikes. The idea is you've got to wait until they're in range, and you've got to be, well, first off, you've got to be at full speed, and then in range, and there's that indicator under your high score that blinks. Now, this one's pretty straightforward, and it's like, I think this is one of those very first Spectrum games I heard of when I started messing around with emulators of them back in the day. It's really the day, it's like 20 years ago since I first ran a Spectrum emulator. Close to. So, and that's one of the things with these games. I love it for what it does in terms of just being able to push this kind of graphics at such an early period in the machine's history. On top of that, but at the same time, because it's 16K, it means that things are kind of limiting. Realistically, as you can sort of tell, the increased challenge really only comes from just the density of the forests. And so it is very easy to say, I have seen this game after a few minutes of play. So in fact, this is pretty much going to be I'm going to play. When it's game over, I'm going to wrap up, because there's no use in me starting a second game, because you're not going to see much more than that. But for what it's worth, I love the feel of this. The controls are tight. There are keyboard controls, and I've tried playing it on the keyboard and it just does my head in. Playing with the Kempston joystick, like I am here, is really, really handy. And of course, I'm actually using my Speccy 128 to record this, not my 48K. Even though it's a 48K game, just simply because RGB, and like looking at it, RGB through my FrameMeister, and it's so much crisper than it would have been if I was just trying to play it on the 48 through composite. And this is one of those games, like, you're going to get it, the tapes, on tape it's pretty cheap, even the original version, which is surprising, I guess. I always think of like really early games to be kind of rarer, kind of more expensive, but it's a easy enough one to hunt down, and it's, for a lot of Specky fans, it's considered a classic, and like rightfully so. If you love arcade gameplay, let's do this. Ooh, that's getting close. If you love arcade gameplay, you will adore this. And that chopper, you'd have seen it a few times. There's the helicopter and the tank. Ooh, halfway through the game, close to. And basically, you get more points for shooting them down, and you also get points for how long you're moving. So there's a tank. See if we can hit it. No, we can't. I haven't seen the helicopters. Maybe they come further along. I thought it was one at day, one at night. Maybe it is, and I'm too engrossed in hunting down forest thugs to even notice. I do love how simplistic story is, and I guarantee you this was probably inspired by Return of the Jedi. So many other games where I know I saw a video on one for the color computer, the Tandy color computer that was kind of similar, so at least, but I like the time. I just like the way this comes together. It's really fun, and it's perfect, disengage brain, shoot things, enjoy gameplay. I don't know about you, but I've said before, I love games where I can get into the zone. Day 5. Ooh. And now we're halfway through the game. There's a chopper. They must all. Oh! Yeah, I think day 5 is where it starts getting a little too much for me. Okay. And sometimes that is so darn close. Yeah, I don't think there's much more I need to say about this game. It's Deathchase, it's early, it's That was a mistake. It's Deathchase. It's early. It's fun. So, as far as I know, I don't know if there are any official conversions of it. I know there was a homebrew one on the Ataris. I think it was a 2013 ABBUC contest entry, Deathchase XE. I've not given it a whirl yet. I don't know why I haven't, to be honest. I mean, Deathchase is great. Atari computers are great. And yeah. Night Patrol on day 5. Yeah, this is Ditton. I'm thankful I can just hold the button down and fire. Alright. Come on, take this, you yellow turncoat. Yeah! Day 6. Day 6, people. Yeah, got the tank. I know I've done that plenty of times this play, but hey. It's one of those things that I say it's surprising. Sometimes I come to cover a game on video and I do so much better than I normally would. So we're having to perform for you lovely folks out there in internet land. Sometimes really makes it feel special. Anyway, let's go through. Yeah, Night Patrol. Night Patrol on day 6. And then day 7. We've been on the road in the forests for a week. You know, I do have to wonder. You know, these bike mercenaries. I wonder what happens. Oh! Okay, that's Deathchase. I was gonna say, I wonder what happens when they finish their shift. Do they go home? Who knows? But that's Deathchase. 33,179. Pretty good score run, I think. I hope you enjoyed it as always. If you did, please do leave a thumbs up on the video. Please also have a discussion. I mean, if you've checked out Deathchase XE, I'd love to know. I do hope you enjoy the rest of Shmup-Kemba. I've got a bunch of good games coming. Go play some shmups yourself. As always, do spread the word if you enjoy these. It also helps, get everything out there. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all next time.